Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's been doing good. I've been doing good. Just, getting back into the swing of being in school. And I'm filming from my laptop. So, whenever I do live videos on my laptop, it's a lot better than doing it on my phone. So, I'm probably going to just start doing it on my laptop better. I'm probably going to start doing it on my laptop because it's better. Okay. But I got a download from Spirit today, and I wanted to talk about that with you all. Let me read it to you because I wrote it down. Okay. So this is what I got. It says, people are going to see you in terms of their limitations. So their disbelief of your victory should never be taken personally. The disbelief that they have of you is the same disbelief they have of themselves. So that's one thing I'm learning in my life. Like when people try to project onto me, a lot of the times what they're projecting onto me is actually how they see themselves. It's actually a reflection of them. And learning that, it brought me a lot of peace because I used to be one of those people who just takes things like very deeply, very personal, especially when like I felt like I was being really kind and I got treated like shit. Like I took that personal, but not realizing that their limitations didn't have anything to do with me because they didn't see me for me. Like they're literally interacting with themselves. Like some people are so like unaware of who they are that they kind of live life thinking that they're somebody else. They live life being delusional because they're not in reality, they're not rooted in reality to really be aware and see like, hey, I'm actually projecting on this person. So in turn, they don't really see people for who they are because they're seeing themselves reflected back to them and other people. And it's not because people actually possess those traits, it's just they put that on that person. So it's like people are going to see you how they see themselves. Like people are only going to see you as deeply as they see themselves. So if they have limitations regarding what they can do in life, such as being successful, owning a business, making $1 million. There are some people who just don't believe that that's possible for themselves. So they'll go and hate on the person doing that and project that you can't have this, you can't have that, because really they don't feel like they can have it. So a lot of times people are like, they're talking to you, but they're talking to themselves. And you're going to meet people like this who are not aware. Okay. And there are people who are self-aware, but we also have those people who aren't very aware. So that is the type of energy and reactions you're going to get. It doesn't matter how kind you are. Like I was saying earlier, you can still be a sweet person, but they're not going to see you for who you are. And they're not even going to really believe in your dreams and your goals and aspirations, because why? They don't believe in theirs. So that is why we don't take things personally. Like the second agreement from the Four Agreements book is not to take things personally, because it literally, I promise you, it has nothing to do with you. And it's easier said than done because we want people to see us how we see ourselves, but most of the time people are going to see you how they see themselves. Like that's the irony of it, right? Like we want people to see us for who we are, but they usually see themselves for who they are and not even realize it. Let's sip this tea because it's hot. But that's one thing I'm realizing, like it was something for me that like set me free, because I've always been a dreamer, like somebody that's like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I literally said I'm gonna have a tarot channel, and it's something that went viral. And it's like people from my past and people that knew me just kept like making it seem like I wasn't gonna be able to do it because they knew me, so they felt like they knew me. Keyword. They felt like I wasn't gonna be able to do it, but it was because they didn't believe that they can do it. Sometimes some people are just like so insecure that their insecurities like spill out of them and like get onto other people. So picture people's insecurities like being like a cup of tea or a cup of water that they spill over, and you're sitting at that table too and it gets on you. But it's not because that's a true reflection of you, it's a true reflection of themselves. If they don't feel like they can make it, then you can't make it. If they don't feel like they can be successful, then you can't be successful. But the person that they're really battling is themselves. People will try to battle their insecurities through you, but you have to understand that it's not about you. And once you get to this realization, it's really going to be a game changer and help you to shift your focus off of other people's perceptions of you and more onto what you think of yourself. Because you really have to know yourself. I say this a lot on my live videos, and I say it a lot in my tarot videos too, because you have to know yourself. People will try to convince you that you're somebody you're not. They'll try to convince you that you're them, honey. And you have to understand who you are so that you're not swayed by people's projections and limitations of you, because it's really them. Okay? So believe in yourself regardless of who don't believe in you. Because it's not you that they don't believe in. They don't believe in themselves. You have to understand that everything stems from self. Everything starts with self. So when you have people who are always doubting you, guess what? They doubt themselves. And once you understand this, I promise you, it feels like a weight is lifted off of your chest, because you know that it's not about you. You know that it doesn't define you. Other people's perceptions of you don't even define you, because the perceptions that they tend to have of you are really of themselves. The things that people can point out and describe in you is really in them. And that's the paradox of it all. So continue to love yourself and be kind to yourself and speak life into yourself and believe. That's the key thing. You got to have faith in yourself. We tend to have faith in other people, but what about ourselves? What about our capabilities and the things that we're good at? You have to believe in yourself, even if you're the only one. You know what's funny? I was watching like this interview a long time ago, and it was of Lady Gaga, and she was saying, it doesn't matter if it's 99 people in the room who don't believe in you, it's always going to be that one person. And that's very true. It might just be a couple of people that believe in you, but guess what? That couple of people is just going to grow and grow in numbers, okay? Especially if you're putting out something beautiful and healing into this world, because trust me, we need it right now. There's so much going on. So if you have a gift and you have a dream, or there's just something that you want to go towards that. Okay? Because it's already so much crazy stuff going on in the world, and this life is meant to be lived and enjoyed despite outside circumstances. So take care of you. Fill up your own cup before you pour into anybody else's. Believe in yourself and don't take other people's insecurities that they have about themselves personally, because it's not about you. That's going to be an affirmation, okay? Let's say it. Come on. It's not about us. It's not about us. It's not about us. It's not about you, okay? It's about them. All right? So I just wanted to come and share that message, because that's a download that I got. And it's something that, like, man, it's taken me years to master, okay? But once you get there and once you understand your worth, your value, your power, you're not going to take on other people's projections. You're going to be able to laugh it off and be like, yeah, definitely doesn't sound like me. Definitely doesn't sound like me. Like when you have that unshakable confidence, the projections will roll right off of you. Okay. So thank you for listening. Thank y'all for coming to my TED Talk. I have some new things coming up. Just be patient and stop unsubscribing. Some of y'all unsubscribe and come back, unsubscribe and come back. If you're not a faithful flower baby, then this channel is not for you. I want y'all to understand I'm a human being, okay, first and foremost. So if I'm not posting readings, or if I'm not posting podcasts or just my usual content, that doesn't mean unsubscribe. Okay. I mean, it's up to you. Like if you don't resonate with me anymore, like that's totally up to you. Listen to yourself and your guides and whatever higher power you believe in. But I just don't like the wishy-washiness that I see. Okay. So to all the people that keep it real, all the flower babies who've been here since day one, thank you so much. Peace.